What's up there guys, Galbacan23 back again in the Blu-ray corner for this week's update, and this is going to be a bit of a hybrid update. It's going to be a CD, book, video game and Blu-ray update, so a lot of stuff to get through, so let's get through it. So I'll show the CD first, and this is a new release from last Monday, and it is the latest album from Richard D. James, aka Aphex Twin, aka AFX, and a new album, Orphaned DJ Select 2006 to 2008. So yeah, picked this up, massive fan of Richard D. James, love Aphex Twin, haven't heard any of his kind of AFX stuff, so this is my first listen, and it is Richard D. James-esque, but it's a bit different to Aphex Twin. It's has more in common with the computer-controlled instruments that he brought out kind of earlier this year than it is kind of like stuff like Cyro or Druckus. But no worse, you know. It's a bit short though. It's only about like not even half an hour. So I could have waited for this down in price. I did want to get the 12-inch version as well, but there was nowhere I could find it at. There's no place I could find it at. So I settled for the CD. Really like the way it's kind of a package as well. Package though. You can see kind of the spot gloss. Kind of it's. I think it's like. I'm not quite sure, but it's like some of the lettering is gloss, or whether the rest of it is kind of just kind of in white lettering. So yeah, there we have the front, then we have the back with the track list and kind of all that other stuff. So obviously a Warp Records release, my favourite record company. And then you get like a purple kind of insert, and then you get the disc. There we have again basically what was on the back. But also what I really like is the fact that it's a black disc, which is really cool. It's like got an old kind of retro PS1 look to it, which is always cool to see. Something a little bit different, and you cannot get more different than Richard D. James. But yeah, good album, bit short, but still definitely worth it. Size that. So yeah, next up I will show the books. Now one of these I got, yeah, one thing I did forget to mention, that this, all this stuff is from the last 2 weeks. So obviously I didn't do an update last week, but I went to a my grandmother's 92nd birthday party, which is really cool. But anyway, like I said, this is from the last 2 weeks. And this I got, I think, the beginning of the first week. So to be honest, I could have done an update last week, but I just couldn't get around to it. So I thought I might as well just do kind of a bigger one this week. And it is the debut book of Brian Lyman, aka Limmy, and it is Daft Wee Stories. Now, unfortunately, I could not find this in any bookshop near me, which is an absolute travesty. I looked in kind of like entertainment, I looked in humour, it was in none of those sections at any bookshop I went to. So the good people at Amazon had this, so I kind of did that. I just realised you could do that. Yeah, massive fan of Brian Lyman, his TV show. Love his TV show. I haven't seen any of his webcam stuff, but I have heard it is very good as well. A little, I wouldn't say disappointed, I was just expecting something a little bit different. Basically, it's a kind of a compilation of, well, like I say, Daft Wee Stories. Just like little short stories. If you know kind of his humour, you will kind of know what to expect. It's very strange. It's not. I said I made the mistake of thinking that it was kind of like ha punchline funny, but it's not. It's just the way he kind of tells these weird stories that is the funniest bit. But on the back it says, so I'll show that, then I'll just read it. Daft Wee Stories is Limmy's first book. It is a collection of stories. There are short stories, there are longer stories, there are stupid stories, there are thoughtful stories, there are upside down stories, there are normal way up stories, there are weird stories, there are less weird stories, and there are really weird stories. There is nothing else like it. Have a read. So yeah, there are some kind of ones that are like maybe like 5 or 6 pages, but also ones that are 1 sentence long. Like I say, there's one. Again, there is like literally an upside down story. If I can find it, give you a quick flick through. No, guys, it's there somewhere anyway. It's only like a couple of like a 2-page story. But yeah, I just think I wasn't expecting more, but I was expecting something a little bit different, which is why kind of some of the stories I didn't really find that funny. But again, it's the way he tells them that is the funniest bit. But yeah, if you're a fan of his comedy, you probably bought it already. But if you haven't, do give it a go. I'd say maybe look at it if in a bookshop to see if you're gonna like it. But yeah, that is it. So that is Limmy Daft Wee Stories. And the second and last book is a very special book, and it was written by two YouTubers, which is a very rare thing. It is I don't know, I think it's Amazon exclusive for now, but I think it comes out officially on the 1st of September, and it is Bird Snatch by CJ Cummings and Mark Ryan. That is Mark Ryan from Dingbat and Dollface, and Chris Cummings from, I can't remember his username. Sorry, it's completely slipped my mind, but yeah, two YouTubers wrote a book, which is a very rare thing. I think that maybe seen like 3 other YouTubers write a book, but the fact that they wrote a frigging book, you know, I mean, that is not to be sniffed at all. I haven't actually started it yet, but I will do soon. It's very interesting. It's like the same. I think what they did was they kind of had the same outline, but they made their own kind of interpretation of that storyline into different short stories. So it is a kind of a short story compilation, kind of a little bit, but it's 2 stories. Now we have the back. The only kind of negative thing I can say from just looking at it is the cover isn't. I think the quality of the cover isn't as good as it could be. I don't know if kind of Amazon themselves kind of printed it, because I know it was available on Amazon before anywhere else. So it's kind of a little bit kind of not faded, a little bit blurry, but that's the only negative I can see so far. So I haven't actually started reading it yet, but I will do very, very soon. So yeah, they wrote a book. I mean, what else do you need to know? So that is Bird Snatch. Very, very well done, guys. Great to see kind of 2 people who kind of came together to write a book. You know, it doesn't happen a lot, and just congrats to both of you guys if you're watching this. And yep, I apologise for forgetting your username, Chris. I do apologise. So there are the books. Next up, we'll get to the video games, including a very, very early release that you may have already worked out. Yeah, I'll show this one first, and it is a new release from Friday. Sorry, I'm filming this on Saturday. On Friday, and it is Dishonored, the Definitive Edition, which is a very good game by all accounts. I haven't played it myself, but it was originally for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, but recently remastered for the Xbox One and the PS4, and I believe possibly the PC as well, though I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, 20 quid I paid for this, which is a very good price, because it is more expensive, because it's definitely the cheapest price I've seen it anywhere. But yeah, I haven't started playing it. God, we'll see a theme. I haven't started playing this, but I will get round to it soon enough. Again, you get the regular kind of. Again, the only kind of downside I can about kind of Xbox One games is that it's like, why is the disc on that side? Why is it not on that side? I just don't understand why that is. But you get the kind of the basic kind of controller layout on the back, where you can obviously check the website if you want a kind of a full manual, which I quite like the way they did that. So it saves on paper. If you kind of think about kind of how many kind of instruction manuals have been made, I mean how many kind of like copies of each one they've made, and how much paper that would have taken up, and they've saved a lot of paper by not having them at all, or at least kind of downloadable ones. But yeah, it looks really, really good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Got a lot of kind of Game of the Year awards from last year. So yeah, definitely, I won't say it is worth picking up, because I don't know, I haven't played it yet, but it's very, very good release. That is Dishonored, sorry about the glare, Definitive Edition. And the second and last game is, again, this is the, if you've seen Hughes's 1973's video a couple of days ago, you'll know what this is already. This is officially released on Tuesday the 1st of September, but due to a brilliant website that actually he recommended called, was it simplygames.com, I think it's .com, but it could be .co.uk, try both of them. I think it probably is .com, to be honest, and it is the Day 1 edition of Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain for the Xbox One. And a lot of people have got it for the PS4, but I got it for the Xbox One, because that is my console of choice. I do have both of them, but but the Xbox One is my, like I said, the console that I kind of usually go back to. It's just kind of easier because I kind of started with the 360, so it's just kind of a easy transition. But anyway, enough about that. So yeah, this is officially released on Tuesday. Got it God knows how many days early, and also cheaper as well. It was $39.85, whereas other places will be like probably like, God, I mean, I bet a game would be like 50 quid. Cheap bastards. But yeah, again, I haven't started playing this game yet, but I will do. I'll probably, because obviously the bank holiday 3-day weekend, I might start playing this tomorrow actually. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. I'm not going to kind of like give an unboxing or anything, because if you do want to see kind of what you get inside, well, I'll kind of show like a basic thing. But you get the a code for the additional content, and you also get a just trying so I don't show the code. Also get a map as well. But yeah, if you do want to see kind of more detailed inside, I will put a link to Hughes's unboxing video that he posted again a couple of days ago. I was going to do an unboxing of this, but I thought he'd done it already. There's no reason for me to do it, so I just didn't bother doing it. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. So yeah, released, like I said, about four times now. Released on next Tuesday, the 1st of September. So yeah, very much looking forward to getting stuck into this one. And I've seen nothing but perfect reviews. That is always good as well. So that is Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain for the Xbox One. So let's get on to the Blu-rays. I have a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 titles, including 1 box set. So I'll show that first, actually, thinking about it. Now this, again, a little bit of a story behind this. Zavvi.com, again, I'm not going to go into that, but basically they had a box set blowout sale a couple of months ago, maybe about 2.5 months ago, and there were a few Artificial Eye box sets on sale, and as you probably know by now, I am on the way to collecting every single Artificial Eye release that has ever been. Yeah. But the thing is, because I bought this when there was the sale on, but for some reason they didn't send the stock out, and then I got, of course, the obligatory email. Basically, they didn't have the stock, so they couldn't kind of send it out to me. But then a few weeks later, I got an email saying kind of order dispatched, and it was this. Unfortunately, the 2 Francois Truffaut collections I did buy as well, they actually cancelled because they couldn't find the stock, which is very annoying. If you don't have the stock, don't frigging sell the thing. But yeah, picked this up. I can't remember how much for, but it's definitely worth it. And it is the Atom Egoyan collection, which includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 titles. We have Next of Kin, Family Viewing, Speaking Parts, The Adjuster, Calendar, Exotica, and The Sweet Hereafter. I'm going to have to say now, the only Egoyan film I've seen is Chloe, and I did enjoy that film for what it was, but I don't think I'd ever watch it again. We've heard a lot of good things about this director. Like I said, I'm not kind of aware of his work that much. But yeah, you get the each kind of title has its own slim case, and you also get the info on the back as well. But obviously each film has kind of that synopsis and stuff. Unfortunately, only a couple of these titles actually have special features. The rest of them don't, which is a bit disappointing. But again, you can't expect too much. But yeah, like I say, I'm still trying to find those 2 Truffaut box sets for cheap. If you have any kind of any info on where to get that, please comment down below, because I really want to get those ones. So yeah, there is the Atom Egoyan collection. Yeah, the next title is the latest in the 88 Films Italian collection. Is A Blade in the Dark. This came out last Monday, what day, but the last Monday anyway. I always buy this from HMV because it's cheaper, $8.99. It's the same price on Amazon. You don't have to go to HMV. The same price on Amazon, and also I'm pretty sure anyway, and also the HMV store. Obviously, you can buy from there as well. But yeah, here we have the front Blade in the Dark, usually with the 18 certificate. We have, God, I can read this. La Casa con la Scala nel Buio, directed by Lamberto Bava, obviously the son Hang on. I'm sure it said that. I don't know if it's the son or the brother of Mario. I think it might be the brother thinking about it. Does it say that? Sorry, this is bad. This. I'm pretty sure it said somewhere that is his relative anyway, relative of Mario Barber. You get the. It's meant to be postcard, but it's just a bit of paper, which is a bit unfortunate. But there you go, maybe another cost-cutting measure. You don't know. And there we have the. Oh yeah, I was going to say alternate artwork. Then I thought, is that alternate? But it's got the same poster, but it's the Italian title. And there we have the disc. Just a nice green colour to it. I'll probably keep this cover to be quite honest. It's not that much different, but there you go. And this is number 6 from 1983. If you can see that. Yep. So it's made in the dark again with HMV, Amazon.co.uk. It is region. Oh, sorry, region B locked, unfortunately. But again, that doesn't always mean it is. But it probably is. This one probably is. Sometimes it says B when it's not, but I think it probably is B locked. Unfortunately, unless you're region free, you will not be able to import it if you did want to from the US. Yeah, there is a Blade in the Dark. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to kind of watch these. I mean, the only one I have seen of the Italian collection is Zombie Holocaust, so I might kind of wait till a few more have been released and kind of do like a marathon or something. There we have a Blade in the Dark. Yeah, so the next 3 titles are actually titles I picked up today, Saturday. Yeah, I was on the internet the other day. Actually, fuck, I'll start again. So yeah, I apologise for that. That is me plugging the my camera into the main, so we're all good now. So the next 3 titles are actually titles I picked up today, Saturday. Actually, no, I'll show that last actually. But first up is a couple of pound shop pickups. I haven't even bothered kind of opening these because, to be honest, I probably won't until I've actually watched them. And unfortunately, some of these I did see, because I know a few people kind of post that kind of pound shop Blu-ray finds, which is really cool to see. But usually they aren't available at the ones near me, and the ones that don't have the slip covers, whereas the other ones do, unfortunately. But now I can do about that really. And the first one is looks like. I mean, it looks like shit. It's got Danny Trejo in it, so it could be halfway decent. It is In the Blood, starring Gina Carano. I believe is a UFC fighter, is she? I think, or used to be. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, always got Cam. I can never pronounce his surname. Cam Gigandet. I think I butchered that name. I say Louis Guzman as well. Treat Williams again with Danny Trejo. He's probably not in it for long, to be quite honest, because he never usually is. But it looks like might be like a decent kind of one watch. But I only paid £1 for it, so I can't complain too much. And the other one is again, it looks pretty shit, and I was kind of in the store. Oh, sorry, in the shop, and I was thinking, is this available on Netflix? And I'm pretty sure I think it might be. And it is Smiley again. Could be shit, could be halfway decent. I'm guessing it's the former, but you never know. It's one of those kind of films that kind of got a lot of kind of internet buzz from kind of people who watch a lot of low-budget horror films. But again, it could be decent. The villain does look really scary, so it could be okay. The storyline seems a bit stupid, but low-budget horror film being stupid, never. But like I say, it might be alright, but there we have it, that is Smiley. And the last title for this update is again something I picked up from HMV today. If you may know, they have some bank holiday offers on for this bank holiday. They have some Blu-ray kind of newish Blu-ray titles for $6.99 each, including we've got this, which I'll show in a minute. Got Black Sea, The Homesman. There are a few more, so quite kind of recent releases. I was umming and ahhing whether to get this, because I do think it will be available in the kind of 5 for 30 kind of at some point. But I worked out even then, even if I get if I get it in the 5 for 30, I'm only kind of overspending by not even £1, so it's not too bad. Yeah, and this is one of the more underrated, or at least underwatched films of, I believe last year, could have been this year, and that is the American comedy This Is Where I Leave You. Really like this film. Saw this in the cinema. It might have been the beginning of the year, actually, thinking about it, but it could have been last year, like I said. But yeah, I really liked it. A few people didn't like it, but I really, really did. I thought it was very funny. I thought the acting was good. I thought the characters were really funny and interesting. The kind of the situations were funny as well. The dialogue was very, very funny. I was laughing out loud quite a lot in quite a lot of parts of this film. Yeah, great cast though. Jason Bateman, Tina Fey, Corey Stoll, Adam Driver, who else? Jason Bateman, Tina Fey, Rose Byrne, Catherine Hahn, Connie Britton, Timothy Oliphant as well, and who else? I can't remember her name. Hang on a sec. I'll take this sticker off. Bear with me for 1 second. Jane Fonda, that's the one, Jane Fonda. And also Dak Shepard. But yeah, I really liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I really, really did. Just one of those easy watches. It's not too involving. Just watch it and kind of enjoy it. Again, haven't opened this one yet, but I only just got it today. But I'll probably watch this later on. So yeah, this is where I leave you. I'd say, see, it's probably going to be on Netflix soon enough, but I'd say definitely give it a watch. I think you'll enjoy it. So this is where I leave you. And that is this week's update. So again, so I mean, considering that it's from the last 2 weeks, I haven't bought that much stuff, at least not that many Blu-rays. I've actually probably spent more, I've probably spent more money on kind of like video games than I have on Blu-rays, which is not very common for me because I'm not that like a massive gamer, at least not kind of like a hardcore gamer anyway. But yeah, so I don't know how much, if there's only one thing coming out this week, which is Monsters Continent, which I'll be getting the HMV Steelbook for, but that's all really for next week. Of course, again, Phantom Pain comes out on Tuesday for at least everybody else. Yeah, nothing much more to say. I'm going to see Straight Outta Compton later on tonight, which I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I don't know why, but I have to say, but this is the first time in quite a long time when I've actually been excited to go and see a film at the cinema, because I'm kind of losing touch with the cinema a little bit. It depends on the film. I mean, I went to see Trainwreck the other week. God, I fucking hate that film. Which, to be fair, if I'd have remembered that Amy Schumer wrote it, I probably wouldn't have gone and see it anyway. God, I hate that film. Worst film of the year I've seen, definitely so far. So yeah, it's the first time I've been genuinely kind of excited to see a film in quite a long time. So we're looking forward to that. So a review of that will be on my Letterboxd account in the next couple of days. So I'll be really looking forward to going to see that tonight. And that's about it for this video. So join me next week for another update, possibly, depends what if I buy anything else. And until next time, please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.